boys, return this week in a double match day. That's right, plenty of football to talk about as La Liga returns for match day number 11. We got my predictions coming up around about now. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time, take a look at matchday number 11 out in España. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, La Liga related, world football related, all here on Nawarowski. I've taken my antidote, folks. The werewolf has been subsided, at least for a couple of days. As we get into the match day number 11 out in La Liga now. Be sure to get your predictions in nice and early because I want to see what you guys think in this double match day. Before we get into the predictions, folks, let's do a bit of administration for you. That's right. Patreon page is up there for you. It's screaming out for you for some loving, some Halloween loving. Give it some loving. Go at least pay it a visit. Have a little look and see what you can do. Maybe you can help me out and push this channel to another level. That's what I'm trying to do, especially as we lead into a very, very busy year 2020 with European Championship football and all that. I've got a lot of plans, and it's going to be very difficult to make those plans and dreams come true because I've got to juggle this sidebar here with my actual job, my bill-paying job. So yeah, any extra support that can come towards boosting this channel, it will be graciously appreciated. So make sure you check that sucker out. At least pay it a little visit. If you have, put a little comment down below. Say I visit your Patreon page, and then just tell me what you think. Anyway, folks, let's get going into the old La Liga action, folks. Obviously, El Clasico was the highlight, or was supposed to be the highlight, but it was postponed, and that's been rescheduled for a mid-December clash, I believe. Anyway, let's take a look at the grading criteria. I'm going to judge both you and I upon. If you get 0 to 3, you're in the shit-face gang. 4 to 6, you're in the straight-face club. And if you get 7+, you're in the top banana. That's right. So, not a full fixture list, but a pretty packed out one. Villarreal took care of business against Alavés. 4-1 final score this past weekend. I actually went with a 2-0 win on this one. Leganés with a 1-0 win against Mallorca. Actually went the other way on this one. 1-0 win for the newbies. So shit show for me there. Valladolid, though, did put 2 past Eibar. 2-0 final score. Actually went 2-1 on this one for Valladolid. Atletico Madrid put 2 past their namesakes, Athletic Bilbao. Actually went 3-0 on this one. My boys, Sociedad, took care of business against Celta Vigo. I actually got this one close to the money. 2-1 for me. 1-0 final score. Granada put 1-0 past Real Betis. 1-0 to go back top of the pops. Folks, actually 2-0 on this one for Granada. Levante lost to Espanyol, finally got themselves a win in the end. Actually with a 0-0 win on this one. Sevilla they did take care of business against Getafe 2-0. I got this one bang on the nose, boys. Bang on the flipping nose. And Osasuna took care of business against Valencia. What probably a surprise of the week. 3-1 final score. I actually got that scoreline reversed. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 9, folks. Realistically, that should be top banana form, but because of the if El Clasico was in there and I got that one right, I could have had 7 out of 10. But I didn't. Anyway, folks, let's take a little look at how you guys got on. I think we're all on the same sort of page here today. There might be 1 or 2 that did worse than us. But Nathan Heaver, you're in the Straight Face Gang as me, as is Andres Antonadis, Straight Face Club. Joe Turner also joins us in the Straight Face Gang. Denzel Tan, also in the Straight Face Gang. Adi Opetra with the Straight Face Gang. Jaden Gengard also did pretty good for himself. No Code Drinker, Straight Face Club. Omaji Mondays, also in the Straight Face Gang. We are QPR, not too shabby indeed. Victor Fisher, also not too bad. Yannick Bustler, though, he is in the Shit Face Club on his lonesome, I believe. And Christian04 is in the Straight Face Club. Be sure to get your own predictions in for match day number 11. It is a double match day, so we're going to have 2 videos this week for Spain. So check them puppies out when they come live. I think the next one will be either Thursday or very early Friday, one or the other. This is what the current table looks like. Obviously, I did mention already, Real Madrid and Barcelona. El Clasico was postponed due to unrest or something like that. So Granada took full advantage and they go top of the pops. Sociedad closed in on them as well into Champions League contention, and Atletico Madrid as well. It's very, very tight. And in fact, Villarreal could go top of the table this week. Wow, craziness. So let's take a look at the next batch of matches, folks, over the next few days. We're going to kick it all off on Tuesday night. It will be Alavés up against Atletico Madrid. The recent record between these two sides goes in favour of the visitors. 4 wins and 2 draws between these two sides. This is all competitions and all venues. If you want to take a look at the last 6 over in Alavés, it's a little bit better reading for the host. 2 victories for them, 3 victories for the visitors, and 1 draw along the way. You've got to go all the way back to 2002, though, for Alavés' last victory over Atlético Madrid. 2-0 it was. Ruben Navarro and Ilie on the score sheet that day. The form book suggests a victory for Atlético Madrid. They are unbeaten in 6. Alavés are climbing the table slowly. In fact, I retract that. They were climbing the table. They did lose this past week. They've won 2 at the past 4 and lost those other 2 as well. They sit 13th at the table. A win for them, though, could go up to 8th in the table. We're going to go with a victory for Atlético Madrid. Not a big one, 2-1 final score. I expect Alavés to get the goal on this one. But realistically, it's just a business-like performance for Atletico, who have only lost once this season. Next up, the champions, Barcelona, up against Valladolid this weekend. The last 6 games in all competitions and all venues between these two sides. 5 victories for Barcelona, 1 win for Valladolid. That victory for the visitors was back in 2014. They were at home, though, so I wouldn't read too much into it. And in the last 6 games over the Camp Nou, it was a 6-0, 6 victories for the hosts, 0 for Valladolid. Now, the bookmakers on this bad boy, realistically, stone cold home win, 8-1 on for Barcelona, 22-1 the away win, and 15-2 the draw on this puppy. A win, though, if Valladolid were to pick up a victory, they could go as high as 7th in the table. But realistically, if you're anything like a football man, you're going to go with a Barcelona victory here, 3-0 for me. Quite comfortable in the end. Next up, my boys, Real Sociedad up against Levante. Now, this is a chance for Sociedad to go big. Obviously, Levante ain't no slouches. They're in 14th spot at the moment. Just a 1 win out of 6, though. Sociedad, though, coming to this 4 wins out of 6 themselves. 2 defeats in that cluster. But it's back-to-back wins coming into this. Now, the recent record between these two sides goes in favour of the hosts. 3 wins for them, 1 win for Levante, 2 draws along the way. So all competitions and all venues. If you want to take a look at the last 6, though, over in Sociedad, it's 2 wins for the host, 4 draws. No wins for Levante. So very, very good run for Sociedad. But the last victory, if you want to be specific, was back in 2018. It was a 3-0 win for the hosts on this one. Xabi Preto with the goal score was one of the goal scorers of the penalty. Janami and Sergio Canales on the day. The bookmakers on this bad boy, they see this as nothing but a home win as well. 9-4 on for Sociedad, 6-1 the away win, 18-5 the draw. Like I said, a win for Sociedad, they could go top of the pops quite convincingly, and a win for Levante, though, they could go as high as 8th in the table. But I'm going to go with Sociedad to take it. They'll win, but unfortunately with Barcelona winning ahead of them, they won't go top of the table. Meanwhile, Valencia taking on Sevilla, probably the game of the weekend. I think there's a couple of good games this weekend, or this midweek anyway. 2 crunch clashes. The recent record between these two sides goes in favour of Valencia. 3 wins for them, 2 draws, and just the 1 win for Sevilla. In fact, you've got to go all the way back to 2016 for Sevilla's last victory. It was over in Seville. But the last 6 games over in Valencia, stone cold. 4 wins for Valencia, 2 draws as well, 0 for Sevilla. So they've not had the best of luck. Sevilla, though, coming to this in 4th in the table. Valencia coming to this in 10th. Valencia just the 1 defeat out of the past 6. Sevilla 3 wins out of the past 4. If you want to take a look at those odds or the statistics there. The bookmakers on this one find us a little bit close to call. 7-4 for Valencia, the home win. 31-20 the away win. 12-5 the draw. Going to go with a 3-1 victory for the hosts. Obviously, that hoodoo will prove a bit of a burden for Sevilla, and again, that could potentially push Valencia back into European contention. They'll just be outside, though. Only as high as 8th with the win. Bilbao take on Espanyol this weekend. Obviously, Espanyol coming to this on the back of that victory. It's 4 defeats out of 6, though, as they head into this. Athletic Bilbao, though, coming to this 12th in the table. Just the 1 win out of 6, so it's not great form for either side. The recent record between these two sides goes in favour with the visitors. 2 wins for them, 1 win for Bilbao, and 3 draws along the way. If you want to take a look at the last 6 when Bilbao have been at home, 3 victories for them, 1 victory for Espanyol, 2 draws along the way. That last victory for Espanyol over in Bilbao was a 1-0 win back in 2018. David Lopez, the scorer on the day. The bookmakers on this puppy will go with 20-17 on for Bilbao, 4-1 for Espanyol, 11-5 the draw. For me, going to go with Bilbao as well, siding with the bookies on this one, and that win could shoot them up to 8th. But if Espanyol were to be victorious, they could get out of the drop zone up to as high as 13th in the table. With that victory. Moving forward, we got Betis, Real Betis up against Celta Vigo. Now, I think this is a bit of a derby, but they come into this evenly matched. Real Betis in 17th spot, Celta Vigo are in 18th, both on 9 points. Both similar sort of form, 1 win out of 6 for both of them. Celta Vigo did win most recent, going back a couple of games. So it is one of those crunch classes. It smells like a draw. The last 6 games, though, go in favour of Betis. 3 wins for them, 1 win for Vigo, Celta Vigo, and 2 draws along the way. If you want to take a look at the last 6 games over in Real Betis, though, it's 2 wins for the hosts, 3 draws, and 1 win for the Celta Vigo. That win was back in 2013. It was a 2-1 back in the day. Charles and Nolito, the goal scorers for Celta Vigo. Ruben Castro, also the consolidation goal for Betis. The bookmakers on this one, what do they go with? They go 21-20 for Real Betis, 27-10 for Celta Vigo, 5-2 the draw. For me, going to go with Real Betis to nick it, 2-1. The home advantage or home form would give them the edge. Moving forward, Real Madrid taking on Leganés this weekend. Obviously, the Real Madrid not in action last time out. However, the last game that they did play was a defeat. In fact, they come into this just a 1 win out of 3. So not brilliant. Leganés on the flip side, they are bottom of the table, but they did win the last game. They're actually just lost 3 at the past 6, so it's not too horrific. But they need another win to get themselves up and moving. I doubt they'll get out of the drop zone. Well, they won't get out of the drop zone after this match day, but I doubt they'll get off the bottom spot. A win could get them potentially off the bottom, but if Espanyol get a point or more, they will remain bottom of the table regardless. But I'm avoiding the elephant in the room. They've got to get past Real Madrid first, and they haven't done so in a long time. In fact, scrap that. They did actually beat them last season. It was in the Cup, 1-0 win, but it was over in Leganés. The last 6 games in all competitions between these two sides, 4 victories for Real Madrid, 1 draw, and 1 win for Leganés. However, the last 6 over in the Bernabeu, or should I say the last 5, 4 victories for Real Madrid, 1 win for Leganés, but that is all the way back in 2018, and again, in the Cup. It was a 2-1 win on the goal scorers that day. Karim Benzema for Real Madrid, Javier Erazo and Gabriel Pires for Leganés. Realistically, you can't see anything, though, but a home win, 4-1 on for Real Madrid, 12-1 Leganés, 24-5 the draw. For me, going to go with as well 3-0 comfortable win for Real Madrid, and that win potentially, obviously Real Madrid coming to this in 6th, a win for them, could potentially go top of the pops, but I expect them just to move up a spot or 2. Meanwhile, into Halloween Eve. No, scrap that, it is Halloween itself. Eibar up against Villarreal this midweek. The recent record between the two sides, 3 victories for Eibar, 2 wins for Villarreal, and 1 draw along the way. The last 6 over in Eibar, though, or should I say last 5, 2 wins for Eibar, 2 draws, and 1 win for Villarreal. That win for Villarreal was back in 2016. It was a 2-1 win. Adrian Lopez, Roberto Soldado, the goal scorers for them, and a Kappa for the hosts back in the day. Villarreal coming to this in 7th spot. Again, potentially could go top of the table if they were to get lucky with a lot of results. Eibar coming to this in 16th spot. A win for them could go up to 13th. Eibar's form is a bit horrific, though, and it is a little horrific. They've actually lost back-to-back games, but if you want to look at the grand scheme, they've actually lost 2 out of the past 6. Whereas Villarreal come into this where they get 7th at the table, 2 defeats at the past 6, 3 wins at the past 4. If you want to be a little bit more, obviously there's loads of ways to look at statistics and form books. If you want to look at the grand scheme of things, if you want to look at the more in-depth things, I'm trying to give you paint a nice picture for both, or the prettiest picture. Unless it's that horrific, it needs to be highlighted. Anyway. Yeah, the bookmakers on this bad boy, what have they got? They're going with a 70-10 for Eibar, 31-20 for Villarreal, 5-2 the draw. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Villarreal for me. And again, that potentially could push them top of the table, but I doubt it, sincerely. Moving forward is the battle of the Serie B boys who came up last season. Mallorca up against Osasuna, the last 6 games over the course of time. In all competitions, all venues, most predominantly, in fact, all of them in Segundo Division. Going in favour of the visitors. Osasuna have won 3 of them. Mallorca have won 2, 1 draw along the way. However, the last 6 games in all competitions and all venues, the last 6 over in Mallorca go in favour with the hosts. 3 victories for them, 3 draws over the years. In fact, the last time that these two sides did meet, it was a 1-0 back last season. goal scorer on that day. Tony Prats was on the score sheet. The bookmakers on this bad boy, they go 31-20 for Mallorca, 21-10 for Osasuna, 2-1 the draw. A win for Mallorca. Could see them go from 15th up to as high as 10th. Osasuna in a better position in the table. They currently find themselves in 8th spot, and a win for them could see them just jump the 1 spot to 7th in the table. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Mallorca on this one. They do come into this, though, 2 wins at the past 3, whereas Osasuna come into this 2 defeats at the past 6. So that's why I'm going with that one. And wrapping up the old midweek match day number 11 is Getafe up against Granada. The batter of the G's. Obviously, Granada are currently leading the way over in La Liga, in Syria, wherever we are. Yeah, we're La Liga. Getafe currently find themselves in 11th spot on the table. 2 defeats at the past 6 for them. Granada coming to this 1 defeat at the past 6 as well. Back-to-back wins on the flip side, if you want to look at the pretty picture. The bookmakers on this bad boy go with 88-100 on for Getafe, 15-4 for Granada, 9-4 the draw. So they are favouring Getafe to win this one, despite Granada leading the way in the table. The recent record between the two sides over the last 6 games, 3 victories for Granada, 3 draws, 0 wins for Getafe. That's in all venues and all grounds. However, the last 5 games over in Getafe have been 2 victories for Granada, 1 win for the hosts, and 2 draws along the way. The last time Getafe picked up a victory against Granada was in the 2nd division. Segundo division. It was a 1-0 win back in 2011. Gasquero with the goal back on the 78th minute. For me, I'm actually going to go with Getafe to take it. Smash dot dash dot 3-1 win, and that could shoot them up to, like I said, up to 8th in the table. Granada, if they win, they'll remain top of the pops. Simple as that. My friends, that's all I've got for you prediction-wise. Make sure you get your own predictions in nice and early down in the old comment section down below. Let's just say, between you and I, though, if these predictions were to come true, this is what the table would look like come match day number 11. Sorry, match day number 12. When we do those on Thursday/Friday. Barcelona would lead the way. Real Sociedad would be in 2nd. Atlético Madrid would be in 3rd. Real Madrid would be in 4th. Then it's Villarreal, Granada, and Sevilla occupy the Europa League spots. Down the bottom would be Leganés, Espanyol, and Celta Vigo going down if the season were to end today. So, what do you expect? Give me your thoughts and opinions in the old comment section down below. Before we go, just a bit of a reminder, if I can get these puppies up nice and early. I've got my live show for the Premier League happening today, so be sure to check that sucker out. I think it's around about noon UK time, 1 o'clock Central European time, wherever you are in the world. Tuesday, that is tomorrow, we'll have the Champions League Championship prediction show. It's been an absolute shit show recently for Rovers. We need to turn this around, or things are going to get really, really nasty. Next, and then on Thursday we have the next I think it's match day 4 in the Champions League, and then hopefully Saturday we'll be back live for a watch along. I've been pitching the past 2. Technical snafus have thrown it in the dumpster, but hopefully we'll be back again for a live show on Saturday. It's Rovers against Sheffield Wednesday at Ewood Park. Look forward to that. Again, get your predictions in nice and early for this puppy. But that, my friends, is pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, give this some love and smash the thumbs up. Let's try and get up to 50 likes on this puppy. 50 likes. Try and get this sucker up there. Smash the thumbs up while you're at it. Just get them up there. And also smash the subscribe. If you are new, make sure you tell your buddies, especially if they're La Liga fans, European football fans, whatever it is. Tell them that this channel exists. We're trying to get up to 13,000 subscribers, preferably by the end of the month, which is, I think I'm around about 30 shy. So tell your buddies about the channel. And again, I'll be back Thursday/Friday for match day number 12 out in La Liga. Again, get predictions in nice and early. Until then, smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. I'll see you all very, very soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.